Rice cookers.
So in today's episode, we're going to paint all the plastic. So that's front bumper, rear bumper, wheel arches, pretty much all the little bits of plastic that are still left off the car. Going to chuck some headlights in the oven and put the car back together. So yeah, enjoy. I've got these hinges painted black so they don't stick out quite so bad. And I managed to wrap this. So I'm just going to get these fitted and then we'll have a look at how this turned out. That looks about right. I need to strip this apart so that I can paint this section, the plastic bits, and then wrap the rose-colored piece. You look on the back of here. There's just a bunch of little Phillips and kind of these expanding washer type deal things to hold on the emblem. And there we go. This is all taped up and ready to go, so now it's time to chuck some primer on it and some black. I think you're gonna let this dry now before I pass out. Whew! God damn! This is how the paint turned out on the grill. I think it's a lot more even and a much darker shade than the original plastic. So here's hoping it looks like this over the whole car. Just finished getting the front bumper prepped for paint. So I've just gone over it with a Scotch pad and then a high pressure washer and followed by some wax and grease remover. Here's how the front bumper turned out. Looking pretty sharp. Also picked up this 3M paint mask because I don't really need any more brain damage. Rear bumper's all cleaned up with wax and grease remover. I'm just going to slap some plastic primer on it and then black paint. These are the last plastics that I have to paint black. So we got the fenders over the arches, the door trims, mud flaps, and the side skirts. It's the same process as with the front and rear bumper. So that's cleaning down all of this kind of oxidated plastic, like this shite here. And then just the wax and grease remover and plastic primer and then a coat of paint. So I'm going to get stuck into all these final little bits and pieces and see how they look when I'm done. Plastics turned out good and black. Can't wait to see them on the car. I've got some more over here. Side skirts, bumpers. Now we're going to take these headlights from this to this. To get these lights apart, you need to heat up the goo that holds it all together. It's kind of like a butanol type stuff. For these Honda CRV headlights, 110 degrees Celsius for 8 minutes is enough to let them separate. So what I've done is just preheated the oven on bake to 110. Place some wood in there so that the metal doesn't kind of melt wherever the headlight, wherever it's touching. And then I'm just gonna have some gloves and a couple screwdrivers ready. And yeah, you just have to patiently go around it and slowly separate while lifting up on these clips. Wait for the oven to preheat and then put this back in for 8 minutes. Squish it all together while it's hot and it should reseal. CRV is finished. It looks brand new. Super stoked with it. It's actually my wife's CRV, which I kind of forgot to mention at the beginning of the series. Again, whoops. And she's happy with it, so yeah, that's all that matters. Future plans for the CRV is a hub conversion, a lift, hopefully a manual K24 swap. So if you like the way we film, you like what we do here, consider subscribing and sharing and liking, commenting, whatever. It all helps and I really appreciate it. make sure to check out my other videos. I've got a series on I believe it's a 79 SJ Accord. There's going to be some future plans for that. I'll be continuing on that series soon. Also, there's more on this CRV if you're just watching this last clip. There's a complete dismantling of the body, how to cut and polish, and a few other little bits and pieces. Future projects, we're also going to have a series on my 2000 S2000. So yeah, hope you enjoyed it, and see you in the next one.